We're here.
Yay.
All right. Thank you for being here. My name is Final Draft. If you haven't heard, I'm from Everfree Radio, www.everfreeradio.com, where we are we are a podcast. We are a live streaming source right now. We got a chat room. We've got something like 1,000 people watching our live stream right now. And so we've got for you right now the musician panel. We got a lot of big names here, so I was just hoping if we could start on one end and go down and people could just introduce themselves real quick while we start over here.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm Fantasy Addict.
I'm Schlagwork, drummer from Nayslayer.
I'm Boschfire.
I'm Duper Grooves.
Yeah! Whoa!
I'm Chain Algorithm.
Superstar Hoover.
Yeah!
I'm Pony One Kenobi, otherwise known as Beetle Brony.
I'm Tarby.
I'm Jackalapp.
I'm Alex S.
I'm Brony Mike. I'm Brony Mike.
I am Omni Pony.
I'm Fuzogs.
And I'm AJ the engineer.
All right, let's another round of applause for them for being here. Oh, and we got this guy here.
Hi, I'm Detonator, a solo metal artist, and of course, lead guitarist of Nayslayer.
There you go.
Oh, of course.
And I'm Kez, the guy who does all the synths and weird backup things for Nayslayer.
He's also our AV guy, our AV chief, actually. So if you have any technical difficulties, blame it on Kez.
All right.
Kez.
Well, I guess then I got a general question for the panel, which is, how did you decide to become Brony musicians, or for that matter, did you start off as musicians and then get into Brony and then start making Brony music? If anybody wants to take it.
Starting where?
Anywhere.
Oh,
Go for it.
I guess I started like making music as a little kid, but I never recorded it. And then I started using GarageBand in '09, made like a couple songs. Terrible program. And then I wanted to do better, and so I got Reason, and so I had made like an album. It was kind of crummy, and I made that, like, took a few months. And then, MLP came on, and I saw it, and I really liked it, and I said, I want to remix the intro, or like redo it. And I started working it, and there was no other Pony music going on. And in the middle of working on it, Eurobeat puts out his song, and I'm like, oh man, I wanted to be first. I feel like I'm not even going to want to do it anymore, but I kept going, and I put it out, and it was a slow climb of popularity, and then Friends Forever is like my top viewed one.
Well, and I got a question for the other electronic musicians here, because we got a nice mix of acoustic and electronic today. What are you guys doing the techno? Did you start off doing techno music outside of the Brony fandom, or did you really start once you became a Brony? I mean, maybe one of you guys could take it. Yeah.
Jackalapp. Well, I'd been a musician for a long time, like piano, guitar, bass, that kind of thing. And ponies are actually the first thing that really got me into electronic music. It don't know if you know Renard, the guy who made. Yeah. I saw him on Pony Chan, and we hung out and we talked about music, and he really got me into it, and I just grabbed FL Studio and went with it, made my first remix. Actually, that was kind of his fault, Alex S's fault.
What?
Because he made that Stephen Magnet song, and it made me want, it really...
Waterworld.
It really made me want to remix the song, so yeah, and yeah, that's how I got into it.
Well, I was going to ask, Alex, is that the same kind of story for you then? Did you start off, doing other music and then really explode with the Pony fandom, or is it something that you kind of were inspired by Brony and then started producing?
Alex S. So I've been pretty much writing music all my life, and just over the years I just started to explore other genres, and then I became a Brony through a YouTube pooper named Dykike. I saw his. I did, and I saw his poop. What is it? Friendship is Magnets, and I was like, what is this show? It's so amazing. I gotta find the source. And then I eventually flew through the whole first season. And then I was like, I gotta show my appreciation towards this show, the only way I know how. And then that's when the Cutie Mark Crusaders dubstep remix came from. And the rest is history.
Go for it, yeah. Omni Pony. It started 6 months ago. I was in summer camp, and there was very small notification. Like, I didn't know anything about the fandom, but I knew what it was, and I never watched the show. And I hear people talking about it, so I asked them, yo, what's this all about? And then they tell me, go home and watch it, because it was like a week at summer camp with no electronics, so I waited patiently, went home, sat my ass down, and watched the whole first season at like midnight. Best experience ever.
I've been there.
And
I've been there.
And then I was a techno and trance. I was a real trance head back then, and I was also into drum and bass. So I made Fluttershy on Newgrounds, and that went to Equestria Daily by one of my friends, Cole Knows, who sent it without me knowing, and then I started getting into dubstep, and inspired off of Alex S, of course. I started getting better. Made Forever Asleep, which is really loud, so don't listen to it. It's very old. And then I made Clouds, Mysterious Mare-Duel, Dragon Greed, and then, it just kind of exploded. And I'm still like, not too many people know who I am, which I'm perfectly grateful, because the fandom's great anyway. Like, it's not even all about the music, it's just about the show in general is great. So I love this fandom very much, and this really inspired me to make more music, because at the time I was kind of down. I didn't really make music anymore. And then once this fandom came through, I'm like, this is amazing, I'll make remixes. And yeah, I love it. It's great. So that's how I started out.
Hey, I'd like to interject really quick.
Well,
Eurobeat Brony is on the live stream. He says hello to everyone. Hello.
I can also
that's all.
say that we know that Mando Pony and Acoustic Brony are watching us right now as well, and they wanted to say hi.
That's nice.
Now, I have to ask this then for you electronic artists, because I asked both Mando and Acoustic Brony this on our show. I asked them, as acoustic artists, whether they had considered doing anything electronic. As electronic artists, have you guys considered doing anything acoustic?
Yeah.
Could you speak to that?
Wait, to who?
Have you, to the idea?
Oh yeah. Well, since when I started music acoustically, I was like, well, I might as well go back to my roots. So I made this little song that I didn't put up on YouTube, which I kind of should, called Scootaloo's Wings. I don't know if you've heard it. It's on SoundCloud. It's just me and acoustic guitar and like a recorded thunderstorm that I put in the back. It's really lame. Yeah. So I'd love to make more acoustic stuff since I'm getting more instruments. Like, I got a nice guitar recently, and I have a bass, and I might do something like that.
Is that true for you guys as well? Have you guys dabbled at least in acoustic material, or have you considered it? I don't know, Alex or Omni. Any thoughts on that?
Acoustic.
It's my job to put them on the spot.
Not really. I'm no good with acoustic.
Fuzox. After listening to Tarby's stuff, I kind of wanted to do like, back before I did electronic, I listened to punk rock and like MSI and Sum 41, bands like that. And I wanted to like try that, but I didn't for some reason.
A plus.
I think the fans will like that. So I got a question then for Beetle Brony here, which is, have you done, before you were into Brony, did you do music that was Beatles inspired, or did you find that you wanted to fill that niche, that lack of Beatles songs in the Brony community?
Well,
we're gonna get this mic to work. You're gonna have to lean.
All right. Well, I had started. What was the question again? I missed.
My question was basically your origins of starting with Beatles-related music.
Well, yeah. Well, basically, I had just become a Brony. I'd seen the album art for Sgt. Pepper that was ponified. Because you guys have all seen that piece of art. And I saw that. Like, what if you took the entirety of Sgt. Pepper and you ponified all the songs. And then I went back and some of the songs didn't work, but I was like, but other songs were great. So then I posted on Pony Channel, like, hey, let's put together a cover album, just 10 songs, let's just do it. And then we ended up making 54 songs.
So my next question then can go to any artist. You guys hear me? Okay. My next question could go to any artist. Basically, what are your plans for the upcoming months? Do you have any projects you're working on? Any songs you're looking to release soon that you want the fans to know about? Go for it.
Omnipony again. Well, I do have a Tombstone. For those who know the Living Tombstone, me and him are working on a Pinkie Pie track. It's slightly grimdark, but whatever. It's dubstep, so just pay attention to that. And that's coming up. I have a project with a very little-known composer, Aviators. He's a great singer, and I'm working with him on a track. And I'm also trying to get into, like personally, not pony-related, but I'm also trying to get into a record label, kinda, not really, very small, but it's going really slowly.
Do it.
The only irony is that I'm only 14 years old. Still lots of fun. So.
He's a baby.
Oh, thank you, Jack.
You were a baby.
Okay.
I'm trying to target. I'm trying to target more dance music now because a lot of the stuff that I've had is really down tempo, and so it doesn't get like really popular because people don't like to listen to it, and it's not like the kind of great music that Alex S and Omnipony can make. The kind of music that Alex S and Omnipony can make, and so I wanted to focus a lot more on that. And I have some collabs with Sako, Zahqo. He makes amazing music, but no one listens to it because he's new. But yeah, so I just want to focus more on dance music because I have to build up some stuff for performing live because I want to do that at a few other cons. So
I think that's something the fandom
dance music
definitely needs is more live pony music. Come on.
Like today, we have Brony Palooza, boys.
All right, so go ahead.
Hi, this is Detonator again. Before Nayslayer, I was just a solo metal guy. If you're into metal and you like ponies, you might know me, maybe not. Then sometime, I think at BroNYCon, what happened was that I randomly met some person who was cosplaying as Hoity, and I didn't know exactly who it was. And it turned out to be my vocalist. It was a really weird, it's a long story, I'm not going to tell you, but basically I just met a bunch of really great musicians who are in BroNYCon, and I owe a lot to BroNYCon for meeting these band members. So we all just decided just to form a band one day, and I'm just taking time off from my solo act just to work with the band, and we're actually going into studios and recording stuff, and we spent an entire weekend full of drama, at New Jersey. Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah. A lot of stuff happened. All I can say is that we're officially a band now. But basically, we're here to perform for you guys, and hope you'll enjoy that.
So.
I'm Super Saw Hoover. I make mostly hardcore and speedcore. If you're into the harder, faster electronic music genres, and yeah, I saw hands raised. Now, so in the upcoming months, I want to pretty much drag other people into it. I've already gotten a couple of people, if you have ever heard of Sounds from Psy, he's already been doing stuff like that. So I'm trying to get people to, we're doing some collaborations. I'm doing a collaboration with Yelling at Cats, who is a really awesome, yeah, okay.
Hi, Rescue.
We're doing something really crazy, and I really hope that happens because hey, Yelling at Cats, if you're watching this, I'll find you.
Well, we had go ahead, sorry.
Dang. I mean, I could go if you want.
can go first, Jack. Let's
All right. Upcoming projects. I swear to God, I'm gonna finish the whole seasons thing. Spring is up next. It's the last one, and I'm pretty happy with how it's coming along. I'm also I actually have that in the works, which is an EP, and I also have an album with all my YouTube songs, which is gonna be super high quality for free, as well as just a random kind of pony related, mostly BS crap songs, which will be like also $0. So that's what I got going on.
Hey, Jackal, Glaze also says finish our collab.
Oh yeah, I'm also collabing with Wooden Toaster. We're gonna touch wings and it's gonna be super
We need to
beautiful.
start ours, Jackal.
Hi, can I go?
Wait.
So go ahead. Go ahead.
Hi, Fantasy Addict here. There's actually a few things I'm working on. One is, any of you are familiar with the Living Tombstone and Mike the Microphone's September song? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Right now I'm working with Cyril Lyric. He's doing the acoustics, and we're doing an all-acoustic cover of it. It should be finished within actually the next week. And other than that, just a bunch of song parodies off of things like Party Rock Anthem, Sexy and I Know It, CeeLo Green's Fuck You, and... Sorry. It's a song title.
He said Buck. I
said Buck You. It's
It was-
actually
it
called
was a-
Buck You, though. The parody
In
is called
some
Buck You.
countries, it's pronounced with an F, but we don't worry about such things.
Yeah, sorry about that. It is called Buck You, and yeah, that's pretty much all I'm working on at the moment. Expect a lot of stuff out.
And I should say, Cyril will chew us out if we don't do this. Just a shout out to his silly show. You can tune in on that online.
Every Tuesday. Every Tuesday at 10 p.m.
He wants all to know. So we actually, this wouldn't be a con if we didn't have a question from a chat room. The live stream chat room was asking the artists, who are the non-Brony artists that you listen to or are inspired by? If you could just answer quickly.
All right, Tarby, and my music is heavily inspired by progressive rock from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and stuff. Dream Theater are a huge inspiration. Pink Floyd are an amazing inspiration. I've really been getting into bands like Porcupine Tree lately.
You should try Periphery.
And on top of that, I also listen to a lot of pop music. If you listen to the stuff on SoundCloud, you'll hear influence from Adam Lambert, Katy Perry, stuff like that. So,
Eat the mic.
eating the mic. There we go. Adam Lambert, Katy Perry, Porcupine Tree, all that stuff. Whole lot of crap. Jackal.
Okay. Owl City, if you haven't guessed that. Yeah, big fan of them. But I also really like the Flashbulb. He's kind of underground. Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Renard. Pendulum. Knife Party. Knife Party, Skrillex, all those wonderful bassy people. So yeah.
Okay, Alex S. My inspirations would be Knife Party, Skrillex, Omnipony, Jack Lab.
What?
Everyone up here, Rick Astley.
Why isn't anybody qualified that
Basically
song?
like all the electronic musicians. And Ghost, if he's watching this. I love you, Ghost. And I just want to say that I missed the upcoming projects bit right here. That tonight I'm gonna drop a new song that's me and Eurobeat Brony. So
Nice.
It's gonna collab. So yeah, that's it.
Omnipony again. People who inspire me when I first started music, The Prodigy. I love that group. Pendulum, Knife Party, Skrillex, all of them. Too mainstream.
I forgot to say Porter.
Oh yeah.
Porter Robinson.
Porter Robinson.
I was
For
gonna
all
say
of
that. Okay, all of us. Porter Robinson.
We love you.
God.
If you're watching this.
Trying to think of other bands. I guess a bunch of other friends I've had that made music in the past that aren't Bronies currently. Some of them are, so I can't really, yeah, and also, one very person who inspires me to this very day. She, her singing is so wonderful. Like, it just blows my mind. Rebecca Black. Rebecca Black is just so amazing. Like, her voice makes me cry. It's so good. My ears, I have eargasms. Okay. Moving on.
Her voice makes many people cry. Many people cry. Tears of despair.
Uzogs. My inspirations come from a variety of sources. There's, I would say Renard, but he became a Brony, and we're supposed to list non-Brony artists. There's Pendulum, Phil Collins.
soundtrack.
Various Beat Mania artists such as Course K and DJ Yoshitaka.
Nice.
AJ the engineer. Oh, never mind. Okay. I do mostly orchestral stuff, but all the music I listen, I'm a classic rock junkie, so I listen to Beatles, The Who, Led Zeppelin, all that stuff.
Good.
Also, big shout out to all the people watching the stream. They asked me to shout out to them, so here's your shout out.
Any metal bronies in the house?
Hi.
Okay.
Just one.
Okay.
I was hoping to go too.
Yeah. That.
I don't get to go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry. All right. So I do zany stuff. Influences 90s cartoon songs, particularly like Animaniacs and stuff, especially TV intros. Also, a lot of nerdy musicians. I've been down to PAX a few times. Jonathan Colton and MC Frontalot and the Proto Men. Awesome people. As for more well-known, probably Electric Six, I also like very much. They're entertaining. Yeah. And I recently heard a song. I heard a couple of songs by the Scissor Sisters, and there was one called I Can't Decide. I very much like that. And it features tons of kazoos and slide whistles and stuff, and that very much appeals to my stuff.
All right. Oh, I'm really sorry about that. That was extremely pretentious of me. But one artist that I really owe a lot to, and you've never heard of him, is Misha Mansour. He's also known as Bulb on the internet. Basically, he's a djent or not death metal, but he's a metal guy. And I really like his method of making music, and that's what really inspired me and told me, because I remember reading an article on Guitar World about him saying that we're living in an age in which anyone can make music at any cost, even if it's zero, because we live in the age of piracy. And really, for me, all I bought to record music is a guitar, a plug that just plugs my guitar into the laptop, and I got a lot of other software that I'm not going to talk about. But yeah, I'm pretty sure like everyone here. Okay, but no, but like I've noticed something about the Brony community is that you have these people who are not living under like extreme things, but are doing so much with so little that they have, and I don't know, it just warms me up inside that I can do so much with this small. 50 years ago, things like this wouldn't happen. We owe the internet for a lot. So, yeah, the internet also inspires me.
Oh, yes, I'd actually like to. Hi, I'm Kez, a very unknown artist, thankfully. Except for recently at BroNYCon, and I will do a song tonight. However, I'd like to state that, I have a lot of odd inspirations. I do like a lot of the blues, which seems to be what I play. So, Long John Baldry, the voice of Robotnik, he was into blues, put out a lot of great recordings, listen to that. But I actually really like Japanese music after 7 years of studying it, and so a lot of the upward rhythms sort of sneaks into a lot of the folk music that I play, and fits very awkwardly at first, but it sounds quite nice. Things like, Flow, and other Japanese bands that have been featured in animes, but I always love to expand the discography beyond the anime, because they do put out their own solo albums, and they're really something else. That and the Cherry Cokes, too, they've done a great take on Japanese folk.
Superstar Hoover here. Speaking of Japanese stuff, I also really inspired by like the Japanese hardcore scene, like DJ Technorch and Topazolite, lesser known ones too that are just coming out, like Lolipo Lulikma, and even from like some Western artists like GHDA. Really love their stuff, and I love their control over distortion, I guess. I'm a distortion junkie, so I love that.
Gallo Sengun.
I think you're inspired by the Beatles, maybe?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
John, Paul, George, and Ringo.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit. Please don't sue us.
Okay, so Alex, you mentioned that you were going to be doing something with Eurobeat Pony. I wanted to ask the other artists, and especially because we were talking on EFR a couple weeks ago with Mando Pony and Acoustic Brony about how they're going to be doing some collaborations. Are there some collaborations that you guys are either hoping to do or are about to do that you want the fandom to know about?
This is Tarby again. I actually have a collab with Jackal here that he and I are supposed to finish. It's a ponification of Knights of Sidonia by Muse.
I love both of you. I needed them.
Yeah, Yeah, I really need to finish that collab with Glaze, with Wooden Toaster, because he's like getting very upset. And he's English, so it's like a different kind of upset. Like, he's cross. I also need to collab with these guys.
Yeah, when's that gonna happen?
I don't know. Tomorrow. Let's do it right now.
Okay.
Get out your laptop.
All right, I see it.
AJ, I actually have a collab with Pony One Kenobi over there. I gotta finish. We're ponifying Strawberry Fields Forever.
Fantasy Addict. Oh, someone else going? Fantasy Addict again. In addition to the thing I'm doing with Cyril Lyric, I'm also part of a collab that I Bring the Lulls is heading, his At the Gala thing.
Alex S., these guys, and Mike
And
the
Brony
microphone.
Mike is a part of it. Oh, wait, what?
Oh. And Mike the microphone, wherever the hell he is. He's not even here. Why am I looking around?
Okay. California, being a jerk.
Oh, it happens. It happens. Okay, well, so I was thinking, while we have a little bit of time left, we might be able to take a few questions from the crowd. So, if we could just, if you guys, yeah, go ahead. You may have to come up. If you do come up to line up for a question, please do it orderly and civilly.
Hey, Ink Drop.
And eat the mic.
Yeah, Ink Drop here. And I just want to ask all of ours, there's a lot of, this music is great, but lyrics has always been like a sticking point for a lot of people. So I wanted to know
Keep it
how
down a
you
little bit.
how you deal with, writing lyrics or getting the right voice for a part or, experimenting with other voices and stuff like that. Because usually that's a lot of trouble getting, words to something as broad as pony music.
Yeah. Rhymezone.com is a beautiful thing.
Oh my God, yes. Yes.
Just be as cheesy as possible.
Beg people to collab with you, and use a vocoder.
You have something to say about that. I'm actually the lyricist for Nayslayer. I've written all the lyrics to all their songs, 3 of them about now. And I'd like to say, great advice, pick up a rhyming dictionary and don't look at it when you're trying to write the song. Just read it casually throughout the day. Be like, I didn't know that corn could rhyme with storm. And eventually, 24 hours later, when you're like trying to sleep and your brain's like, no, write a song, then you'll be like,
Derp Grooves here. The way I write my lyrics is actually I read a ton of fan fiction. It's very useful.
As an alternative to Kevin's, you can get someone else to write your lyrics.
Or just listen to a bunch of LMFAO, and that's how I came up with Pinky Rock Anthem, which I'm working on with Brony Mike. I forgot to mention it. I'm sorry. He was mad at me.
Or find a picture that's got a bunch of parts of ponies listed and try to find out what rhymes with what.
Go for it.
Hello.
Eat the mic.
In mic, okay. My name's Pastulio. I'm not a well-known Brony musician. I just have something to say to AJ the engineer.
That's you.
That's you.
Sorry.
I'm your rival, as you know it.
Yeah.
Will you collab with me?
All right, let's do it. I'll do it. Also, on a side note, to all the people in the audience, Living Tombstone sends his regards.
Where's this ring?
What?
Okay.
Eat that mic.
Okay. Okay. What's your favorite pony?
Twilight Sparkle's best
All right,
pony.
no, Jack, it's best
That
pony.
is a lie. It's Fluttershy.
Okay,
Sophie.
everybody.
Gilda.
Not a pony.
She's a pony.
Not a pony.
For those of you,
Jackalap is best.
I'm going to interject here because that question, I think I'm going to label it a troll question. I'm sorry. Because if people want to hear the answer to that, though,
Bloomberg.
you have to agree
Brentwood.
not to react, which I don't think you can do. Besides, it was already established earlier, if you guys heard it, Twilight Sparkle's best pony, this is no.
Hypocrite.
Next question.
Oh, they should.
Junebug is best pony.
So, have any of you guys read any fan fictions? And if so, have you ever thought of doing music to them? Like, for example, a user made a piano piece for a fan fiction named My Little Dashie.
Oh, that story is so sad.
No. Nope. No.
Fuzogs. I do quite often with my darker stuff. I love grimdark horror fan fiction, and I've done like three creepy songs, like with Cupcakes, Slender Mane, and stories like that.
Omnipony. I was planning on doing a song for Through the Eyes of Another Pony, a theme song for the main character. It's a good story. Go check it out. And and also, side note, My Little Dash is really sad. It's very, very sad. What happened? You whatever.
Alex S. No.
Technically no, but I think a couple people are writing fan fictions about my songs, so does that count?
You lucky.
If we could keep it down just a little bit,
Shut up,
so
people.
They can hear themselves speak.
Actually, on that question, Boschfair, one thing I have always liked to do is, sometimes depending on the fic, I read Past Sins, and I figured I don't care how many times people have written fan music. I decided I'd write about 5 or 6 songs for the Past Sins fanfic, and so I just kind of, if a fanfic is decent enough where I feel, hey, this sounds cool, I will write music for it. So, I actually want to kind of work into a more ambient style. If anyone knows of Dr. Dissonance, he has an amazing style that I love, although cannot write for the life of me. And so if there's dark stuff, I really want to see if there's stuff I can write for that now.
Fantasy Addict here again. I actually started writing a song based on Cupcakes. It's also a parody of the song My Fault by Eminem, if anyone's familiar with that. And also, is Rob Kagerin, the writer of My Little Dashie, in this audience? Is that you over there?
Hi.
I remember you from a live stream.
Oh wait, is he the guy that created
I'm Drip Grooves, and if you actually want to stick around for Brony Palooza, I'll be playing an excerpt from the song I did. I hope we can all agree that one of the greatest fan fictions of all time is Progress. Luna's Progress, by all means. You cannot, as a musician, read that fan fiction and not want to write a song about it, by all means.
Super Saw Hoover here. I love Cupcakes, and I want to give a shout out to Sergeant Sprinkles, who is apparently here, so that's pretty cool.
Where is he?
I don't know where, but I want to go further than that. I want to find the worst and silliest ideas for spiders. We'd have I want crazy, weird. There's a couple of fanfics that I want to make songs of that I can't repeat the names of here. So there are some great fanfics out there, and if anyone has a suggestion for a horrible, horrible fanfic that nobody ever should read, I'll make a song of it.
Spiders.
I do a lot. I read. This is Beetle Brony. I read a lot of fan fiction. I based Little Octavia off of Black and White by Meliano. That was a really, really inspiring little piece. It was fun.
I don't know. All right. Well, I think we should get to the next question.
Thank you. For an aspiring Brony musician, I want to ask, what equipment do you use? Like audio equipment, software?
MIDI controllers
Answer it
everywhere.
Quickly.
All right, Jackalop, I use FL Studio 9 and a really crappy laptop and a nice condenser microphone.
Tarby, I have a Stratocaster, a PreSonus audio box, Cubase 5, Studio One Artist, and a crap load of free VSTs that I downloaded off the internet. Free in quotations.
Fantasy Addict, a microphone I bought at Walmart, and Audacity because I can't write music.
Yeah. Boschfire, and for all you Mac haters, I don't care. GarageBand, best program ever.
False.
This is Schleiberg. Drum set, Yamaha drum set, highly recommended, and FL Studio for fucking life.
Fucking life.
Again, it was a mispronounced B. It happens.
Derp Groups, 3 chords, and the truth.
Whoa.
Think about it.
But yeah, MIDI controllers. I can't do stuff without MIDI keyboard, MIDI pad, MIDI control surface. Software-wise, I just use Reason, and recently I've hooked it through with Ableton. I hate FL Studio. Never use FL Studio.
Hey, FL's not bad if you use it right. I don't know.
Yeah, 6. The other reasons are terrible.
No, super sober. I use a combination of FL Studio and Pro Tools in a really weird workflow. And for live stuff, I use a theremin. And distortion pedals. That's important. Lots of distortion pedals. Lots of
We have
distortion
extras.
everywhere.
If I could just quickly, guys, if you can keep it down just a little bit, the chattering kind of.
Please shut up.
No, the enthusiasm's great. We know you're all excited, but if we could just kind of keep it down a little bit, that would be helpful. Thank you.
Alex S.
Omnipony.
And we use Ableton Live.
Ableton Live.
Yeah, both of us.
Yeah, both of us.
We pretty much had the same setup.
Yeah.
Nexus,
Hey.
they're brothers. Massive. And we're brothers, yeah.
Yeah.
He's my little brother.
Brother Hoof.
Samples. And Skrillex.
The free program Audacity, about a $250 AT2020 USB microphone, and the Dollar Store. Dollar Giant, very good. Vancouver, Canada.
Right, next. Oh,
MS
last
Paint.
FL Studio 10 and Contact.
Okay, I think we need to move to the next
Next
question.
question.
Keep
Okay,
this
next.
moving.
I use a bunch of guitars.
First of all, I have a shout out from the Bronies of Phoenix and also from Agile Dash, Pinkie Pie Swear, and Wolf of Sadness.
Nice.
Pinkie Pie Swear. Matt, I love you.
You guys are, it's just amazing how many artists we have out there and how many collabs. How do you guys like working the collabs with people and such, and other people?
I hate it.
If it wasn't for collabs, I would never get anything done.
TLDR drama.
I'm horribly unoriginal, so I really need other people to do stuff for me.
I made a remix of I'm Blue in 30 minutes.
Right,
Swag.
All right, next. All right, next
question.
Next question.
You're making this happen.
All right, now I'm new at this, so Alex S. That is you. I would like to extend a hello from Silverstone 14, who could not be here today. I know that he calls you his buddy.
Okay. Say hello to him too.
Thank you. I'll tell him. But then when I see him, thank you.
Okay.
Right, next question.
Thank you. First, I'd like to extend a hello to Alex S. here, my bro. Anyway, okay, this is a question basically for everybody here. Do any of you plan on pursuing music professionally?
Yes.
Me?
Possibly.
Nope. I want to.
Possibly.
Very yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yes. Alex S. I'm trying to put together my first EP, which is, I don't know when that's going to be done, but it's yeah, people are saying to put it on Bandcamp, so I might just do that.
All right, next guy.
All right, for those of you who play instruments but don't use them in your actual compositions, what instruments do you play?
Bass guitar, piano, and yeah, that's it.
Bass. Piano and mallet percussion.
The triangle.
Yeah.
Guitar. The nothing.
All right, next question.
All right, so this one's basically for Jackalab. There Behooves is probably one of my favorite tracks from Griffin Village so far, and I just wonder what was the inspiration and what kind of feelings does it invoke in you?
When I wrote that song, honestly, I was actually sitting on my college campus, and there's like autumn leaves everywhere. It was like the dead of autumn, and I was just like, and the lyrics actually just kind of came to me, and I was just like, she's such a super nice pony with a cute little daughter that may not be canon and stuff. I was like, I don't know. I just wanted to write a song about motherly love, that kind of thing.
Okay,
Can I have a small confession, please?
I'm gonna interject.
A small
real quick.
confession about it?
I'm gonna interject really quick before you continue. Okay, everybody, hello. You're talking. It's making it hard for us to hear. So we appreciate the enthusiasm. Please try and keep this down. We've got only so much time to work with. We want to be able to hear this stuff, and there'll be plenty of time to talk in between segments. So please, if you could keep it down, we'd really appreciate it.
If I also may interject, if we're trying to obviously keep the volume down. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to get to all the questions here. I'm talking to Sweebo from Equestria Online right now, and he's upset that they were 12 minutes ahead. So we're going to have to try to wrap this up.
Lame.
All right, so I think we can take maybe one more question, and then that's about it. Sorry.
Hey, so first I'd like to say hi to Alex S. because I really like your music and I listen to it on a daily basis. But
Thank you.
I'd like to ask, what's your opinion on our host, the man they call Ghost?
Yeah. I love Ghost so freaking much. He is a great entertainer, and all my love to him. If he watches this, which I doubt he will.
Good troll, 9 out of 10.
10
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna have to wrap. Oh, real quick.
One more.
Before we go, I want to give a shout out to the rest of the Beetle Bronies: Hoofert, Cutie Brony, Osoth, Equestria Dude, Bloomberg, Dreamhuck, Tristan, and Dragonite. Okay.
Also, shout out to Cam, the sweetest bell.
A shout out to Canterlot and Pony Central forums.
And
Also
any other
to Pony
musicians
Show
in the
Celestia
stream.
Radio.
Oh, shout out to Celestia Radio.
And a shout out.
Prison.
Shamrock, I love you.
Shout out to
Shamrock.
Interrobang Pie, who is not here right now.
G.
Yelling at cats.
And a
Okay,
shout-
okay. Well, we've got to wrap this up, but I just want to thank all of you for being here. I think all of us here really appreciate you coming out and sharing your musical broniness with us. So thank you. I think a round of applause for all the artists.